In that cult.
Chovy
And just going to be chilling for now is, okay, flash out from Carrier. Handshakes Lahens. And yeah, that was a handshake in agreement as there's a flash forward. The flash tongue lash from the Tom Kench as there's the knock up onto Carrier. He's going to burn down and he's not going to get bailed out from this one. Ruler wanted to pick up the kill, but Takeover is actually really, really strong here. And I think that Carrier will need to keep doing that if they want to actually win fights. Moonlight Vigil's going to come down. That should be able to stun up Ruler, but the Flame Trump is in great position. Another ulti comes out as now Owner is going to get caught. The Steadfast Presence comes in. He does have Cyclone, but unfortunately, the Alcove Gaming's not working out. And in goes Chovy, manages to pick up Carrier as well, and he will go down. Peanut wants to stop this Rift Herald, and oh my goodness, the heroic charge will deny.
And the Rocket are just starting to be a big problem. It's almost like we have a Ziggs here and a Jinx in one.
Doran, that's a little bit frightening.
He's got Narbar and T1 don't have vision, so he can hold this choke.
Yeah, and Flame Trumpers are also pretty dang good at that, as there's the flash Gnar from Doran just buying space. They pick up the Infernal Soul, and he is going to get handshake back. So that's a dead Gnar. First kill goes over to T1. And now Gen G are just trying to get out of there. Chovy, oh my god, the Sand Soldier damage is pretty nutty. He's got a Shadow Flame completed as well.
A little bit of a disconnect here, though, frankly, for Gen G.
Oh, man. Are they just going to walk over to the Baron and take it?
Looks
and then
like
Chovy's going to deny anyone doing anything? Because look at this burst damage. It's insane.
Shadow Flame getting so much value here as Gen G will just take this Baron.
This Gatekeeper is here.
Yeah.
He sets up the Sand Soldiers in front of the Baron and says, you're not allowed to come in here. And now he's looking for Goom. Usually, like, what is this conquering sands damage?
He has flash too. Like
that's fantastic. Let's see whether Doran can win this 1v1 as well. As Nevermove is going to go slightly wide. Doran chasing after Faker. He would have liked to stay in mini form, I think, as he would have been able to keep chasing. But now T1 have found the Gnar yet again. And I think he's just definitely dead this time. Faker kiting really beautifully here. And does have the stopwatch and mistimed Gnar.
This is a win for Gen G, though.
Goes wide.
Gen G's getting an inhibitor. They're like, yeah, cool, broke your stopwatch, you killed an Gnar. I don't care at all, even slightly. I've got a prop.
Is that why you pick Gnar, Wolf? You pick Gnar so we can just be bait all game? Is that the plan?
I mean, that's how Doran's playing it here, and it's working out. He's made two great sacrifices now to get Gen G the lead.
Oh my god, that crit onto Owner was obscene. And they, yeah, so it is Gnar for, okay, Ruler's getting excited. Zaya's going to have to run. Ruler now taking a lot of damage, though Moonlight Vigil goes wide because the Devour was there from Lahens. Faker now trying to frontline. Ruler's going to have to flash to get out of the cannon barrage. But Carrier is chasing him down with a hostile takeover. It just barely is out of range as Gen G are going to be bullied out as somehow Azir kills Guma. I'm not sure how Chovy did that, but he did it. He has so much damage, and he's still inside the base. Faker goes golden, but the bailout is not going to be there for Carrier, and eventually the Swain will die, and Zayas finds himself outside of his base. These Sand Soldiers, the amount of damage that Chovy has done, he just stood his ground.
If Zayas could have bought time for a Cyclone, there's a chance here. He's level 16, but it's just going to be so difficult. Owner Cyclone coming up soon.
Yeah, and Peanut is fighting against Zayas here, and it's once again just buy time so that we can take down these Nexus turrets. There's that Cyclone that you were talking about, but Owner is just immediately destroyed. Chovy's damage is just way too high this game, Wolf. It's just insane. Nexus is going to go down, and Gen G will take game one against T1.
Very aggressive lead for Gen G, a snowball that comes will not be crushing Gangplank and lane.
Well, there's Carrier looking for Lahens here. Decent little handshake, but Owner's going to come on through. That's first blood for T1. This is precisely what they needed, and it was beautifully executed.
So much burst damage.
Oh, that's a point-blank bone skewer, and Ruler's going to have to respect it.
You know, you can do a lot. Chovy doing that with the control wards that are around the bottom side of the map for him.
Yeah, well, Lahens is going to be bone skewered back. And there's the flash forward from Gumayushi. He really wants this as the arrow is going to connect, but Lahens not going to be able to bail himself.
Playing this measured lead really well too, because they have certain scaling aspects too. It's not just a better scaling Gen G comp.
Well, there's another bone skewer as Cannon Barrage comes down. Doran's trying to keep himself alive. Ulti goes wide there, and Doran is going to live.
For now.
Yep, for now. As, okay, Barrel comes through. Doran read that potential play there from Carrier, who is down in this mid lane. Lahens possibly in trouble. But Chovy just wants to stop Shelly from putting her skull into the turret. She isn't charging just yet, as the arrow will connect here onto the Pike. And immediately they just pick up the kill. And again, the Rift Herald will be denied.
Absolutely turret. No counter barrage for Doran, and he knows that.
Yep. And Doran, I mean, Trial by Fire Parlay is definitely a dangerous amount of damage, but Owner should be able to grab this first Drake, a very late one, however.
Oh man, this is so well baited from T1.
Yeah, Mega Gnar comes in from Zeus as well, as he doesn't quite find the boulder toss. The Gnar is going to connect though, and there is the
T1's map control is great.
Well, Doran going to have to get on those happy feet yet again, and he does so very nicely. Peanut's going to get that flash over. Another arrow connects, and it's just magnetic to this Pike today. They're going to be totally okay.
But you can see he can't make any play here, and the blue buff is just going to be ripped away.
Well, Doran almost has ulti. There's Trial by Fire. Parlay comes in. Cannon Barrage goes down, and
he's going to deal with bottom side here. He could try to flank, but look at the positioning here of Owner. It's like we're watching game one flipped.
Well, another Bone Skewer going to connect here as Ruler has to flash. Frozen Tomb comes in, and Gumayusi picks it up with the Whirling Death. This Lysandra will be doing big damages as another arrow is going to fly through just to stop her back here onto Faker.
And they turn this into something. There's a Peanut nearby.
The stun definitely does last a long time as Chovy is going to get ulted. He does have the perfect execution as Peanut not quite in the area.
Just one of the hardest champions.
Oh no, Ruler position. Uh-oh. As Carrier has found him, the point-blank Bone Skewer is going to come through there as the stun doesn't land. And now Lehens is just going to get obliterated. So much damage, has to flash to get himself out of the way. Volley comes through just to try and slow them down. Peanut, can you get out of here? He gets Nard back. He'll have another Cyclone, but I don't think it's going to save him. His flash is now on cooldown, and he is way on the wrong side of this. And Gumayusi picks up yet another kill. His enemies, his next victim.
If he gets barreled by a barrel chain from Doran, you know, that's on T1, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Frozen Tomb comes down as Chovy is looking for the Draven. He goes golden, and Gumayusi is going to get taken down. They didn't have an answer for that as Faker gets perfectly executed by the Akali. Well, teleports to come in, and Genji are looking for a Baron.
Can't be that far up when the rest of Genji is there, and they can chain CC, and probably should have pressed the cleanse this time.
Carrier, that was a very nice alley-oop to yourself, my friend. Lovely stuff. That should stop Genji from being able to very comfortably take this, but Carrier is still in a whole host of trouble.
Yeah, Zeus had Narbar, so if he was able to kite towards him, could have been a different story. Teleport now from Chovy.
Yeah, this is another one. He picks up his Zhonya's Hourglass as well, as there was a big shutdown onto Gumayusi, and it was Chovy that picked up the kill.
He's still down for 10. Genji should be able to do this. Zeus is trying to hold on to this Narbar as long as possible here to look for and engage a turn. There's just not enough damage here. It's a Viego and an R.
I mean, it's still going to be a potential 50-50 if Owner can get himself in here. Doran is trying to play bodyguard as there's the Whirling Death. Does a whole lot of work here as Ruler's going to have to flash away. Zeus now taking a bunch of damage. Omer getting... Oh my god, Faker! He just gets in the backline and smites it away. Chovy now trying to punish him, but I don't think it's going to be enough as T1 picking up the Baron is huge in this moment. Gumayusi now wanting to flash on over and look for Chovy, who once again goes golden. But trying to get out is he now, as good handshake there from Lehens. He still has flash available.
This fight gets so much extra gold.
Well, speaking of fights, there's another one that's happening here. Stand aside comes through, Whirling Death, massive damage as, oh my goodness, Doran not going to be surviving now, but does get bailed out for a moment. Peanut is going to try and go golden, but it does not work. Cannon Barrage looks like it's working for T1. Instead, as Chovy's just going to get absolutely eliminated, and that was...
Otherwise, T1 lose too much gold there, lose the Baron, and the game completely turns on its head, but it does not. Faker shuts the door with that smite, and we are going to that game 3. A team effort here across the board, but the bottom duo investment we saw for Guma on the Draven carry.
Power in the laning phase working out very effectively as Peanut is looking for this. Body slam. Ooh, flash. Not quite in range, but that stun will land. And the barrel's going to slow down Zeus. His flash is on cooldown, and that means he's dead.
Control here too, as well as this Drake. And the first few levels, Ezreal Yuumi can put some pressure on, but it really fades quite quickly as Faker's coming over here without 6.
Yeah, Valkyrie comes on through. Peanut is going to be able to secure the Drake as Owner is only level 4, so no kickback's going to be happening here as Chovy doesn't want to use his flash to get out of here, but he's going to have to. Snare is going to connect, and Owner is going to go the wrong direction. So Corki
Play weak
will...
side. He got an assist earlier. Chovy.
Yeah, Owner's going to make his way in. There's the claw as Chovy doesn't have cleanse. Faker's going to find it, and yeah, this is a really dead Corki. Nothing he can do about this without flash or cleanse.
Has both summers this time, Chovy.
Yeah, Faker's just going to move on forward one more time. It is Peanut that's the target, but the Heartbreaker has been buffered. And that means that they're not going to be able to find it. Gumayusi going to get knocked up here as Lahen's going to flash after him. There's the Devour after the Tongue Lash, delivered into the Snare, and it's all too easy here for the Gen G bottom lane. Going to ward first. Definitely the right call. Not going to get engaged on.
Does have his ultimate, and Flash coming back online.
Yeah, and Owner is going to steal away that Rift Scholar. That was beautifully done. He might pay for it, though, as Faker decides that he wants to take matters into his own hands. The kick is going to be there, potentially, but Peanut is going to be devoured. The Tom Kench is taken down. Heartbreaker to get over the wall. The Flash comes out as Owner was soaring after him, and it's just not going to be enough. T1 answer with a beautiful skirmish in the river. Back towards the turret. Peanut loves denying Rift Heralds. He's going to be in position to do so yet again. Stun goes wide, and now T1, they're moving on in. Peanut's going to have to Heartbreaker away, and he is going to do so. Final chapter connects onto only the Tom Kench as Peanut is able to survive, but Shirley will be able to get a charge, and that's the main thing. The team fighting force of T1 is now moving towards Doran. The Q's going to connect, and Owner finds another one. The kickback onto Peanut, right into the Devour, but will the Tom Kench survive is the question. The answer is yes for now. But man, T1 are coming alive here in this mid-game.
Gen G are making some really... But Gen G's scaling is starting to come online. I think T1 needs to guarantee this next fight. Now, I like this attempt.
Yeah, this Baron.
No vision. And choke point controlled.
How do we find some vision on this Baron, though, Gen G, is the question, as they have... Yeah, wards all around it, but they don't actually have any. As finally, they will get note of what's going on here. Teleport to come in on the north side as Doran gonna belly bop his way forward. Gumayusi outside of the pit. It is going to be secured there by Owner, but can they find the team fate? Faker gets out with the claw. Peanut cannot find anything, and Gen G are left with empty hands.
That's enough damage for them to say, you know what, I think we have enough time here. Doran is not here, but he has teleport and ult.
Yeah, Dawning Shadow flies through, but the Zoomies keep Gumayusi completely happy.
Faker.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Faker looking for that flank angle, and he is so important for this one. As Doran just going to dive on forward. Gumayusi is just obliterated, and the fight may be over before it's even started, as Zeus is trying to be a hero, but Peanut dives towards this Baron. He knows exactly what he wants of this situation. As Zeus, he does have the Meganar available. Belly Bop comes down. Faker's still got a fair bit of damage. They are going to respect the Meganar, who wallops the Doran, and Doran's going to be taken down. This is huge if T1 can actually win this, as Chovy going to try and cleanse himself. Owner is chasing after the Corki, and he will take him down. He goes golden as well, as this cat is keeping them all alive. Oh my god, T1, how did you do it? The Abyssal Dive is not even going to be enough as he tries to teleport out, but it does not work. That's the ace, and T1 are just going to look to end the game.
They will just push it down. Unbelievable turn after Doran deletes the 80 carry. It doesn't matter. In a 4v5 fight, T1 do not care. They play it better. They play around Zeus. The Gnar priority for this player on his best season ever is just well-deserved, as this guy pops off and wins it for him. T1, clean team fighting until the end, and they will win this series tonight.
Yeah, Doran trying to do what he can, but there is a naked Nexus, and T1 will destroy it and get their revenge, and Gen G will suffer their first loss of the summer season, and Faker picks up his 500th win here in the LCK. He has the most by a gigantic margin.
Yeah, Def took that